Hello, my fellow reserve graders. Welcome back to another great week of rugby league. First time here, grateful. Long time listener, absolutely even more grateful. You guys have been killing it on the videos and social medias, all that good stuff. Let's get into another epic week of rugby league. Round 17 football, stats, bets, previews, all that good stuff. Let's smash it. Let's take on the Rabbitohs. Parramatta haven't beat South Sydney in home in years. The Eels are not defeated Rabbitohs at CommBank Stadium since 2019. And the Bunnies have completely owned this rivalry. The Rabbitohs, they have won 9 in the last 10 games against the Eels. Josh Adokar is chasing rugby league history. The Eels winger requires one try to move to the outright 7th of the all-time list. Alex Johnson's record against Parramatta is absolutely ridiculous. The Rabbitohs winger, he has scored 18 tries in 16 games against the Eels, and a milestone for Mitch Moses, the Eels captain. He'll play his 250th NRL match. Congrats, my man, Mitchy. I actually like the underdogs for the Eels here. Give me the Eels and give me Kossie/Gray anytime for a bit of a positive-negative bet. The Titans take on the Bulldogs. The Titans have made huge strides defensively this season, from ranking 17th in 2025 to now 9th in 2026 season. But Canterbury, they have controlled this matchup recently. The Bulldogs, they have won 5 of the last 6 games against the Titans. Philip Sami continues to find the try line. The Titans winger, Philip Sami, he has scored a try in his last 4 games. And a huge milestone for Maxi King. The Bulldogs prompt will play his 150th NRL game, and he's 100th for the Bulldogs. Congrats, Maxi. And Curtis Morin, he's been producing his best attacking football of his career. The Titans forward, he's scored 4 tries in his last 5 games. I like in a tight one, either team 1 to 12, and give me Tuala or Karaz anytime for one of those boys to score a meat pie. Broncos take on the Roosters. The Broncos simply haven't been able to defeat Roosters at home. The Broncos, they have not defeated the Roosters at Suncorp Stadium since 2019. And Sydney have absolutely dominated this matchup. Roosters have won 9 in the last 12 games played against the Broncos, and the Broncos' defense is under enormous pressure. The Broncos, they've conceded 218 points in 6 consecutive losses. A huge milestone for James Tedesco. The Roosters captain will play his 200th game for the Roosters. Congrats, Teddy. And Stags continues to shine at Suncorp. The Broncos centre, he has scored 6 tries in his last 6 games played at Suncorp Super Stadium. Really love the Roosters here. Give me Roosters for the win. Give me Savala and Bobby Toya and Smith, 2+ combined, and either Jesse Arthurs or Karapani anytime one of the Broncos wingers to get it done. Dolphins take on the Warriors. The Dolphins attack is absolutely rolling right now. They have scored 30 points or more in their last 6 games, but the Warriors, they've actually travelled well over the ditch. The Warriors have won 5 of the last 7 games played in Australia this season, and Herbie Farnworth loves this matchup. The Dolphins centre has scored 8 tries in his last 6 games against the Warriors, and a milestone for DWZ. He will make his 100th NRL appearance for the Warriors. Congrats, DWZ. And Asako is closing in on a major achievement. The Dolphins winger requires just 3 points to bring up 1,500 career points scored. I'll have Dolphins to win and give me Herbie or Cobbo 2+ combined and Chance to just get that 1 meat pie for a nice little 3-legger. Cowboys take on the Penrith Panthers. No team has handled Penrith better than North Queensland. The Cowboys have the best winning record against the Panthers out of any other team in the past 5 seasons. But Penrith's defense is absolutely elite. The Panthers, they have only conceded 43 points in their last 4 games. Murray Talangi is unstoppable at home. The Cowboys winger, he scored 7 tries in his last 4 games played at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Brian To'o always seems to find the line when he plays against the Cowboys. The Panthers winger has scored 7 tries in his last 7 games against the Cowboys. And Jason Taumalolo is set for a huge milestone. The Cowboys prop will play his 300th NRL game. Congrats, JT, my man. Really love Penrith here. Penrith 13+. Give me Cowboys under 18.5 points to score. Give me Milky or Tungo 2+ combined to score a couple of meat pies. Manly Seagulls take on Melbourne Storm. Manly have surprisingly had the number over Melbourne recently. The Seagulls won 4 of the last 6 games played against the Storm. And Will Rawbeck is outstanding this season. He scored 7 tries in his last 6 games. Kohler, He's been one of the most consistent centers in the game this season. He's scored 14 tries in his last 15 games at Four Pines. And Melbourne are chasing a massive milestone. The Storm are aiming to register their 500th win since entering the competition since 1998. And Jason Saab always seems to trouble the Storm. He has scored 7 tries in his last 7 games against the Melbourne Storm. I like a couple of the try scorers here. Just give me Hamole and add Kohler/Warbrick for one of those boys to cross the line. A simple 2-legger. Canberra Raiders take on St. George. Canberra have dominated this one head-to-head recently. The Raiders, they have won 5 of the last 6 games against the Dragons. And St. George simply cannot win in Canberra. The Dragons, they have not won at GIO Stadium since 2015. The Raiders surprisingly have struggled at home this season. The Raiders, they have lost 5 of the last 7 games played at GIO this season. Valentine Holmes loves playing in the nation's capital. Dragon Centre, he scored 7 tries in his last 6 games at GIO. Matt Timokor always finds the try line against the Dragons. The Raiders Centre, he scored 5 tries in his last 5 games against the Dragons. Going to go for a bit of a positive-negative bet again. I go Raiders for the win and give me Sloan or Val just to get 1 meat pie for a 2-legger. Gents, just a quick interruption. But if you have not joined our Discord yet, completely free. I give out stats earlier on a Tuesday, way before social media does, or you get this podcast where you're listening. So yeah, make sure you jump in there. I'll leave the link in the bio down below. Click that and join. Appreciate it, and hit the link in our bio. Newcastle Knights take on the Tigers. Newcastle have turned McDonald Jones Stadium into a stronghold. The Knights, they have won 4 of the last 5 games played at home, but the Tigers have the better in recent matchup. West Tigers have won their last 2 games against the Knights. Fletcher Sharp loves scoring at home. Knights 5'8" has scored 16 tries in 16 games at McDonald Jones Stadium. And Buller seems to sharp always when he plays the Knights. The Tigers fullback, he's scored 6 tries in 5 games against the Knights. And Dominic Young has an outstanding record against the Tigers. The Knights winger has scored 8 tries in 6 games against the West Tigers. My second favourite upset of the week, give me Tigers to win and give me Dom Young/Buller anytime for 1 meat pie. Let's move on to some value try scorers and absolute locks for round 17. Lock them up, ladies and gents. You heard that right. This is Harry's locks, where I picked 2 wingers for some absolute certainty and cash. So add these fellas to your multis or take them singles. I took them together. I like this one this week. Let's start off with Billy Smith to score anytime. He scored 3 tries in his last 2 games against the Broncos. And Broncos, they have conceded 7 tries in their last 10 games to left wingers. My second lock will be Milky Jenkins. Milky Jenkins, he scored 4 tries in his last 5 games. And Cowboys, they have conceded 4 tries to their left wing last game. And they've also leaked 12 tries in their past 10 games to left wingers. So I like those 2 fellas to both cross. Maybe even one of them to score a hat-trick. Maybe Milky. I like Milky probably to get a couple on there. Yeah, let's move on to some value bets and stats. Here are my round 17 value try scorers backed up by some stats. Cody Walker, he scored 3 tries in his last 5 games against the Eels, and Eels have conceded 3 tries in their last 5 games to 5'8". Reece Walsh, he scored 4 out of his last 5 games against the Roosters, and the Roosters have conceded a total of 10 tries to fullbacks this season. Connor Tracy, he has scored 5 tries in his last 5 games against the Titans, and Titans have conceded 3 tries in their last 5 games to fullbacks. And lastly, Reece Robson, he scored in back-to-back games against the Broncos, and Broncos have conceded the most tries to hookers out of any other team this season. Those are my value try scorers. Let's move on to my best bets. My best bets, let's start with my head-to-head multi. I'll take the Roosters and the Dolphins, combine those 2 together. Although I really, like I said before, the Tigers for an upset and even the Eels for a little upset, but I like those 2 together. My first-time try scorer, I think Herbie gets it done. He's going to absolute field day out there. I think he carves them up. And then my favorite bet, including that man before, give me Herbie Cobbo, 2+ combined. I think that is one of my favorite bets of the round. That rounds out round 17 footy. Thank you very much for watching the end of the video. Like and subscribe if you could. It would be absolutely amazing for me. Like I said, dropping hints every time we're at the end of the video. So I've actually ordered some merch. So hopefully in a week or 2, maybe not next week, but the week after that, we could have some merch and some caps. So I'm going to test it all out first. So I'm not going to put it out to the public yet. But yeah, I thought I'd buy some merch, make it all official, and suit out the studio. So thanks, fellas and ladies and gents. Have a great week. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch you next time. Appreciate you.